And they're off and racing. They came out in a good line for the Sodexo Maiden Stakes. Over the extended mile and breaking out well Warp Factor and Weekend Defender, with the latter, who's got quite warm in the prelims, moving on now into the clear-cut advantage as they head right-handed now around the loop all the way back towards us. Then Weekend Defender is a length and 3 parts ahead. Over in second place Warp Factor. Stacando, the market leader, is running in third. Another 2 lengths back then to Mac Midnight along the inside of Tordeer in the light blue. And then a 3-length break back to Yukon Glen, who is at the back end of the field, just as his big brother was, Sir Chauvelin, in the earlier race. That didn't stop Sir Chauvelin. Heading right-handed then back towards the home straight. They've got 5 furlongs left to travel. Weekend Defender is out in the lead here. The double-seeking connections of Kevin Ryan and Graham Lee. Warp Factor racing in second place and is poised. 2 lengths away to Stacando, who's just being encouraged along a little bit now, with racing next Tordeer up to the outside of the big outsider Mac Midnight, and Yukon Glen is at the back marker, fully 10 or 12 lengths off the leader Weekend Defender, who's beginning to turn it on now, heading down inside the final 3. Pushed hard in second place is Warp Factor to get on terms, and all of the others are working quite hard. Stacando's back in third, then Tordeer, Mac Midnight and Yukon Glen. Heading down inside the final quarter of a mile, Weekend Defender the far side, not giving up to the outer is Warp Factor. They're still 4 or 5 lengths away. Tordeer staying on a little bit in the light blue, then Stacando, a furlong and a bit left to go. It is Weekend Defender who's been there from Flagfall to in second place Warp Factor. Here comes the 4-year-old Tordeer up in between horses, and then Stacando, and it's Tordeer who's burst through in the closing stages to take it up from Warp Factor, and a tiring Weekend Defender. This will go the way of Tordeer under Danny Tudhope. Gave weight and a beating to Warp Factor in at second place. Weekend Defender over to the inside, Stacando out wider, and further back to Yukon Glen, clear of Mac Midnight.
It's Tad Weir who wins it, and wins it quite comfortably and well.